Welcome, my wonderful people, to this channel. Now, still on the matter Oduduwa Nation, there is no going back. So onto this one, there is an article written by someone known as Dr. Damages. He wrote it to criticize Yemi Osinbajo. He wrote it against the vice president. His name actually is not Dr. Damages. His full name is Rudolph Okonkwo. He's of Igbo descent, and he teaches post-colonial history in one school in New York, School of Visual Arts. And the name of this article is The Secret Diary of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. And in that article, he kind of made reference to one person. That's what the whole article is all about. He made reference to one American guy like that, known as General Mark Miley. So like the full summary of the article, he wrote that General Mark Miley handed his resignation letter to Donald Trump because of one thing that happened in the US. There was a time they were protesting against this George Floyd issue, against the ill treatment given to the blacks in the United States. So there was a kind of protest, and it was George Floyd issue that sparked it up. So Donald Trump, then, he was the then president of the United States. He kind of organized the whole officials. He kind of like staged a walk in the United States, and their activities disrupted the protests because the security personnel, they scattered the whole protest thing and the rest. And this man known as General Mark Miley, he wasn't happy with all that. He wasn't happy with the decision, so he handed his resignation letter to Donald Trump. So according to Rudolph, he said that the decision made by General Mark Miley prompted his own decision to hand over his resignation letter, though he did not even submit the resignation letter. And his own was because when he was in the DSS, he fired somebody in 2018 or thereabouts. He fired somebody, and then his decision made people to criticize him. They were not happy with his decision at all. So he was like, how can they criticize him for the right thing he's doing? He's just doing his job, and despite the fact that he's loyal to the president and he shouldn't be criticized. So he kind of made a resignation letter and handed it to the president. At the end, he still did not submit it. Well, that's just by the way. In that article, he criticized Buhari and his vice president Osinbajo for disrupting the national unity in Nigeria. That is just majorly what the letter is about. Majorly, the letter criticized Osinbajo. So now, someone now came out to write. There was a report, someone brought out a report that this man known as Dr. Damages is doing nothing but to criticize other people that is not of his tribe. So according to this report written by someone rather, he said that this Dr. Damages only writes things to criticize other people. He doesn't write anything to criticize someone of his own tribe. He hasn't written anything concerning Peter, Obi, and Nge because they are of the same tribe and they also come from the same southeastern region. But he has taken his time to write disrespectful things concerning Yemi Osinbajo. So according to this report, Dr. Damages is biased tribally because he has not criticized any prominent Igbo politician as much as he has criticized President Muhammadu Buhari and especially the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. So that is what the writer was talking about, that Dr. Damages is biased in his whole article. He was biased in his approach to write that diary concerning Yemi Osinbajo. Even in Ngige, nothing has been written concerning him since, even though he's connected to this current ASU strike that has been lingering for months. Nothing has been written about him, so he's kind of biased. Well, every piece that Damages has written on the vice president is an indication of the writer's folly and one-sided view of pushing fake narratives about Nigeria's number two, a man reputed for his integrity, dedication, and commitment to national development. That is what this writer is talking about. Isn't it high time we stand for the truth and say the right things instead of trying to side anybody? Whenever we see that the wrong things are done, we should voice out instead of trying to support anybody, because that is the reason why Nigeria is in this situation now. Partisan politics is the order of the day. Everybody wants to go to the place that would favor them. They don't want to stand for the truth. We have all seen it with our eyes, how that has made this country to be. It's time for us to rise up and do something. It's time for us to stand up and support the truth. Well, I don't know what Dr. Damage's mission could have been to write such against Osinbajo. But honestly, all these people have failed us. They've not done anything at all. They are just there for their own interests. And now, look at the current ASU strike that is going on. No one is saying anything concerning it. They don't even care at all. Instead of them to resolve the issue, they are busy doing things that does not matter. They are busy spending money in other irrelevant things. How can somebody bring out 6-point-something billion naira just to build a cattle ranch for all these cattle headers? Meanwhile, the most important things are being neglected. So this report that was written by this person questioned Dr. Damage's attempt to criticize Yemi Osinbajo. According to this writer, he said that Dr. Damages have been blinded by the veil of social media adulation and viral trend. And he even called Dr. Damages a tribal jingoist. And he's not saying anything concerning Peter Obi, but he's criticizing other people. It will only be profitable for one to support the truth, because at the end, the consequence is going to be binding on everybody. Everybody is going to suffer the same fate. But nowadays, we've seen that what everyone is after is money, just for their own benefit. Okay, my people, I'm going to stop here. Thank you for listening to my broadcast. And please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do, so you won't miss out any important update from us. Thank you so much, and God bless you.